Namaste. Hello, my name is Anita and I am coming to you from a channel made in Denmark from a mental hospital. So today, this is the third video I'm making of the day, and I thought I would make a different kind of video than I did the two prior, which were about being locked up in a mental hospital. You can check them out if you look at my channel and you're interested in being in information about my life and me. You can check them out. But I thought I would go through my beauty blenders and my brushes with you. You see, I have a whole chair here. Wait a second, sorry, I use my web camera. I have my beauty blenders over here. And I have a lot of brushes, and I have a lot of dupes, and a lot of them needs to be cleaned. And this is only my makeup brushes, which I achieved in this last year. The first one I ever owned was this, I think this one, which was the one I was using for to add on my foundation. And I thought it was brilliant at the time. It was before I started getting into brushes. But then I started getting into brushes and makeup a lot. Before I just used a little eyeliner, a little eye mascara, a little lipstick, and a little blush. And some foundation if I was really going for it. But then I started getting into makeup and I started collecting some very nice brushes, and I got only dupes, but I got some really good dupes, and I want to review these dupes. But it's all mixed together, and some of them are very dirty, so I'm later going to clean my brushes. Mission, something to do for the day, clean my brushes. But I'm going to start with my box of beauty blenders. It looks like this. The box needs to be washed on the top, but I have these ones, which are mainly real, all of them. I have this brush egg, which I used to use to clean my brushes, but then I found a better way using kitchen swamp fungus, what is it called? I will show you one. I have actually gotten two things like this for that second. Ah, my God. This is an old dirty one. I'm not using this one, but I'm just giving you one example. This is what I used to use my brushes. And then I got these two, which this has this texture to it, which is also good for cleaning brushes. It's just it's an oven mitt, but it's cheaper than buying an actual mat made for doing this, and it does exactly the same job. And I got the brush egg, which everybody thinks is so genius. I think it's small and annoying, but I got it. Then I got this one, which is really the best, because when you go over it like this, it really takes out the leftover makeup, and you make it wet and with soap. And I use some oily based soap, which I also made a video about how cleaning your brushes. I made a video about how cleaning your beauty blenders. Well, I want to show you what I got. I got me two green beauty blenders, which are both original, very soft, very easy to use, and very nice to work with. This is the first original one I got. It's about 3 months old. It has a lot of holes in it. These look bigger because they've just been wetted. Then I got this is real one too, a black one, but I find that the real ones, they get these holes in it very easy, and it's not like I'm being violent to my face. Then I got the Real Techniques, which is also very soft and it's not wet at the moment, so it's like this. But then I got these three, and these three are dupes that come from a drugstore in Denmark. And that drugstore, I had some really cheap dupes from eBay that was so bad. They were so hard and not getting wet. Actually, I think this is one of them, and I think these two comes from the drugstore. These two, which comes from the drugstore, become so big when I make them wet, but they are really good. They're just as good as the real ones, which I have here. I have one new black coming and in the mail, and I have these small ones. Wait, let me get. Oh, don't go on the floor, then I have to wash you. Wait a second. Bear with me, this is going to be a long video, but I'm going through my makeup artist brushes and sponges. Sponges! What's the name of this sponge? I found it. Anyway, I got this little one from eBay, which is, I was not expecting much from it, but it's actually very soft and very good. And it's very good to get under the eyes. and or do some blush maybe or some highlighting. I have and then I got these small ones which are dupes, all of them. I have 2 real ones coming. I ordered. I'm waiting for them to get here with the mail. I had 2 of these too, but I gave one away. So I have like 5 small ones, and they're all so amazingly soft and very good to use, even though they're dupes. Dupes can be good, and I really can recommend these. They come from a shop called Normal. It means regular. In Danish, it's called normal, like normal person, normal. It's called normal, not regular. It's called normal. So that's what I got of my collection of beauty blenders, which I use a lot. But then I just got these new brushes, and I started using them for my foundation even, and I actually find them to be better than the beauty blender, and I will show them now. This is my newest brushes. These are the ones everybody rambles about, the toothbrushes, the toothbrush brushes, the toothbrush brushes. And as you can see, I use them a lot. This is supposed to be for making the eyeliner, but I find it's too big for that. I use it for different things, maybe underwater. Depends what I'm doing on makeup. It comes in a set with 10 if you get all of them. I think I paid around $10 for all of these, and they cost $400, the real ones, which comes from some firm called Amir or something. I'm not actually completely sure what it's called, but it has this big one, which is very good for adding on setting powder, and just that's what I use it for. Then I have this one, which is the second biggest one, which I use to put on my foundation, and I find these brushes to be amazing. I find them even better than the beauty blender. I think they so blend my foundation well with my skin, and I use less product. I use normally for this beauty blender I use 3 squishes, but with this I only use 2, and sometimes I have to use 4 with the beauty blender, but I only use 2 with this one. I also use this one for my blush. As you can see, it's a little blue now because I tried to put some blue blush on today, but it's almost gone now because I'm playing with colors at the moment. Then there's a small one which is good for like under the eyes, just like that, and you got yourself your, hey, what is it called? Not foundation, the color corrector, the concealer, man. You can use this for the concealer. It goes under the eye. It's pretty big though. You can also use this for eye.
It's 14 hours.
Yeah, thank you, computer. It's 14 hours. Well, anyway, you can use this for your, but you can also use this one, which is smaller and goes under the eyes. This you can also use for putting on a big layer of eyeshadow. If you use it, I have my own method of adding eyeshadow. Then there's a different one. Then we have these 5 small ones. These are very good to go inside the crease, but also for like contouring your nose and under your lip and the sides or wherever you have a little. And there's one even smaller, which was supposed to be thin enough to make an eyeliner, but my eyeliners are way thinner than this, so I don't use this except if I have something I want to do with my eyeshadow, or maybe I should use it for my eyebrows. I don't know. I never used this one. They came like a few days ago, so yesterday, I don't remember. I actually think yesterday or the day before. This is also good for the contouring of the nose. And there's one more. There's 3 of these in 3 different sizes, and they're all good for the purpose of that. Then we have these 2 round ones, and I don't see the big difference in them. I think they're pretty much, well, one is a little bit smaller than the other, but it's not a lot. This is bigger, but it's like for like spot color correcting or spot treatment or whatever. Like I have a little thing here, whatever. You can like or you can use it under your eyes. They're a little unnecessary, but they're so tiny, they're good to have for like something funny. I absolutely love these brushes. I can, of course, nobody can in the right mind spend $400 on a set of makeup brushes, and these only cost $10, and they are so good. I'm surprised. Also, they're very bendy. I'm not gonna break it, but when you add on the makeup, it helps very much, and they're really, I'm surprised by these brushes. It's the best brushes I've tried so far. Also, I made this little cup for carrying the happening. This is the one I made with Jesus. I took a cup and took some what is it called, glue gun, some glue with a glue stick, and I used my glue gun to make just a random pattern, and I put on this Jesus in the middle, which I made out of Fimo clay. I made a lot of jewelry with these kind of stuff, so I have a ton of them lying around in all kinds of figures. I can show you two of the ones I made. I also made this one, which is the next one we're going through, which has some green lipstick, which is not supposed to be there. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's a dupe for something, but I'm not sure what, and I don't really care. This is very soft and very usable. I use it mostly for contouring, but you can use the ends for under your lip, and you can use it for also your nose, like tick, tick, and it works. I just love this brush, and it's so soft. Then we have 3 NARS copies, which I really use the little one a lot. This one I think is a little too big, but it can be used for brush or just in general powder. But I love the brushes. I love how they're like tangled. You can see how the string is tangled around them, and they're made in, don't know what kind of hair they're made of though. And but the little one I found is really good for contouring. Also, I use normally one thing and I contour after that. And I got this one because everybody was rambling about it. And it's also for contouring, and it's useful. I love brushes. Now I'm addicted to getting new brushes. Then we have some of my e.l.f. brushes. And we take the next one. It's just in a white plastic. Oh, I forgot to show you the cup. The cup has a Buddha on it. So we have Buddha and Jesus, and we also have one with Mother Mary. I'm going to put some of the brushes into this one. And I think we're going to actually take the Real Techniques metallic dupes first, which I have the set of, that I also waited a long time to get. I love these brushes. Well, I love some of these brushes. Let me see if I can get them all here. How many do I have here? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. We have 6 here. We need one more. It's supposed to be 7, and I have 7. Where the fucking hell is it? That's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. Well, the 7th one we will have to find along the way. These 6 brushes, I use some of them. It's annoying, the last one is not there. It's not there either. Maybe it's here. I normally keep my brushes pretty much assembled together, almost, because I also have a lot of mixed brushes. Anyway, it's annoying that the number 7 of these are gone, or just misplaced. But we have this triangular one, which I have only used a few times for under my eyes to touch it out. They are very soft, and they are very good quality compared to the price. I think I paid $10 for $7 or something for all of these, $1 each. This, you can see, I use for my blush. This is very good. This is okay, but a little big for the eyeshadow. I find it's too big, so I don't really use it yet. This is a angle brush made for eyeliner or maybe the crease. I don't know, because I don't use brushes for my eyeliner, so I just got that one. Actually, and this is for contouring. It's very soft, and you can see it full of stuff. I need to clean all my brushes today. Oh man, it's gonna be a hard week. This is great for putting on my setting powder all over my face, and I really love this brush. So I love this brush also for, this was the one for my this, and that's the, well, I found it, I think. No. Then this one, I think it's big. I don't know exactly what to use it for. Maybe to add my, to blend out my, I forget the word all the time, my corrector, now I get over it. Wait a second. Where is you? Concealer, man. I need some concealer under my eyes. Let's try it out. See if this brush is good for that. Normally I use a different one, but it seems okay. You can use it for that. But and this one again for the same purpose, just one stroke each way, and you have like a fine line. Or you can use it maybe for correcting, contouring. I'm not sure. That's what I got of those. Then we have the dupes again of Real Techniques, but they're mixed up with all my other brushes. I have like the set that looks like this, but they're mixed up with the others. I have to find them. Have to find them. There. I think there's only 6 of these, and I can only find 5. Of course, I can only find 5, but I want to find all 6 of them. So give a break. Give me a break. Let me find this shit. Oh, and I have to put all these. Oh, I got so many. Then I bought that. We got you. Oh, now will they fall down because I have so many small ones. And I'm gonna sort them out today because I'm gonna give some away to my girlfriend who doesn't have any, and she's learning to add makeup. I also bought this one, which I hardly ever use, but I like the fan idea, and I may be going to use it one day, so we put it in a good box. Then I got 3 of these cute ass see-through transparent things to have my brushes in, or whatever I put in them. I put different stuff in it. Then we have these, I think there's only 6 in this series, is the dupes of the Real Techniques, and they are actually very great brushes. This one is for putting on blush. I'm having one more brush coming in and then I have enough. And I use whatever's hand, but I got these new brushes which I'm definitely going to use the most, so I'm going to throw a lot out. But of course I'm going to keep the dupes I've got of the real one. This is very small and tiny, and it can be used for a lot of small stuff. And I have, for example, I sometimes make stars under my eyes, and I have to dip the eyeshadow to make the stencil take the color, and this is very good for that. This is supposed to be an eyeshadow brush, but I find it's too long, and I have 2 I'm going to show you that is very good. Then we have this. I think this is to add on foundation, but I think it's so tiny, so I don't really use these brushes, but I had to have them. I am addicted to having to have things. Then we have my 2 favorite brushes in the world, if I can find them. Oh no, did I put it down here? Shit. Oh. This one has to be, these 2, I had to buy 2 of them. One is, they're supposed to be the same, but they come from 2 different companies. They're made of wooden handles, and they have these brushes, which is fake, I think. They're a copy of Max, and Max costs, like, for me, 250 kroner, Danish kroner. That is like $40-50 for one brush, and that's pretty expensive. I think I use these all the time. They are amazing. They cost this, you can get them on eBay for 40 kroner. That is like $5 or something. And we can see one is a little smaller than the other one. So these I use for my eyeshadow all the time, and they are amazing. I can recommend these highly. They go in a very good new brush set kit cup. Then I got this one that everybody talks about, and this also they talk about a lot of brushes. And this is good for like blending my color correcting, and it's good for adding foundation, but I don't really use it, to be honest, but I love it anyway. I think it's very sweet. Then I have this one. It's just an old brush I have. It's very good for powdery. Has a little bit flyaways there. I don't know if the hair is real. It's very soft, and it's very good for powdering, and I actually use this one. Then we have my e.l.f. brushes, and those are hard to keep track on because they only says e.l.f. on them. They don't say to what to use them for, so I have to like keep in mind. This is a blending one. I like this for smushing. I like this one for smushing out makeup. It's great. This is a small one, so you can maybe add some eyeshadow or smush them under your eyes. This is a foundation brush, which I think doesn't work proper at all. I have so many that is so much better. Then we have a triangular one. This is good for eyeshadow though. This, I cannot complain about this. Then we have, this one is also for blending eyeshadow. I need to wash them on. Then we have the same again, just it has a little longer than the one before. A square one, which I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use, and this small one, which I'm not sure that I'm ever going to use. But when I saw the name Elf and they were so cheap, I took them all out. Now I take my mascaras out here, because they're also in here. Now we start with the big brushes. I got this kit with 6 of them. I think they belong together. And I use them randomly on and off. It's also Dupe of some brand, but I'm not sure which brand. Maybe Real Techniques, but they're really good for like adding on a blush or foundation, and like that's what they're good for. They're big, so they get in to stand in the big cup. Then we have this. This is just a regular cheap brush that I got for adding on my facial mask. When I make a mask, I make one every day. Normally I make the smells like a turmeric one, the Indian turmeric one that I also made a video about, and that is a very good brush for this. And then I got some Urban Decay brushes, but I gave most of those away since I didn't find them so needed. And then you can see here I have a ton of brushes. I also have the little kitty brushes, but they're packed away. All the brushes you see on this chair, I'm not gonna go through them, but a lot of them is expensive and a lot of them is cheap. I have to sort them out today because my friend Mette, she needs desperately to get some brushes for her collection. So my favorite brushes are these toothbrush ones, the Real Techniques Silver Dupe Metallic and the Minage, and the Elf and the dupes of the Real Techniques, and these ones which I use randomly. I'm gonna make a bag full of brushes to carry in different. I'm gonna make 3 like small toilet bags, each for one of my bags. I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna stop this video now because it's way too long for brushes. But anyway, I just wanted to show you my arsenal full of brushes and make a brighter day for me, since I have been talking about some pretty heavy shit in my earlier 2 videos, and this has been pretty much longer than I expected. I wanted to go through all my stuff because I have a lot of small brushes that are very good for different things, but I also have a whole set that I use for only what is called theater makeup. Anyway, now you've seen my collection. If you have any questions to the brushes, or if you, I don't know, feel like it, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and please have a fucking amazing day. Enjoy freedom for me, and I will clean out my brushes and try to have a nice day too. Bye bye. Peace out. Peace out. Mwah. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Ciao ciao. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.